Welcome back to our Wealthy Mindset, where we talk about all things money, mindset, and business. It's your host, Cindy, and today I'm sharing my experience at Rich Girl Cult Conference in Orlando. It was the best event I've ever been to. I've been to a lot of networking, a lot of conferences, masterminds, and this event was it. There was 150 women in that room, and I felt like I belonged. I found like minded women that also have the same mindset and are driven just like me. It was the most transformational experiences I've ever had. Do you ever walk into a room and feel like the energy shift? That's exactly what happened this whole weekend. I've been to networking events before, I've been to masterminds, but this was different. These women in the room aren't just playing small, they're running 6 and 7 figure businesses. They weren't afraid to talk about money, success, investments, and actually scaling. They weren't competing with each other. Everyone was collaborating, everyone was sharing their money stories, being vulnerable, and just supporting one another. There's something about being in a room where everyone around you is pushing you to that next level. You can't help but raise your standards, your energy, or your mindset. And let's be real, I used to be terrified of rooms like this. I felt like I didn't belong, like I just wasn't there yet. But now I'm walking in fully confident, fully owning my space, and knowing I deserve to be in those kind of rooms. If you've ever felt intimidated by high level spaces, trust me, I get it. But the only way to step into your next level is to put yourself in rooms where you feel uncomfortable. And that's the only way you grow. I flew to Orlando, didn't really know anybody, but knew I just had to get into that room. One of the biggest things that stood out for me at this event was how these women think. They don't overthink making investments, they just go for it. They don't second guess their worth, they just own it. They don't make excuses, and they figure it out. And one of the biggest takeaways I got, success loves speed. I had conversations with women who had scaled their businesses to multiple 6 and 7 figures in a matter of months because they were willing to do the work and move fast. And let me tell you, it made me really check myself. Am I moving fast enough? Am I playing big enough? Or am I still playing it safe and feeling scared? This event was a reminder that playing safe is never going to get you anywhere or to even that next level. So, I also want to share some key takeaways from the speakers because they were all so incredible. So, Samantha Chung is a life coach. We tried connecting before the conference, but things were just so busy leading up to it. Samantha is also from Vancouver. And what are the chances that we were on the same flight going to Orlando? We connected on the plane and the airport when we landed, and we got an Uber together. She booked it on her phone. And once we got to the hotel, I told her, let me know how much the Uber was, and I'll just e-transfer you. And she said, consider this received. Don't worry about it. Now, when she said that, I was like, are you sure? And I said thank you because I really did appreciate it. But I also felt bad and uncomfortable inside. And later during her keynote speech, she mentioned that she brought up that story of me with the Uber and how we have a hard time receiving things and accepting things from people. We're so used to giving and people pleasing, especially as an older daughter, which totally made sense. This was very eye opening, and I had an aha moment. She also talked about being a creator and used Taylor Swift as an example. So, if Swift lost all her money tomorrow, would she be broke? No, because anything she creates, she would be able to sell and make millions. So, it's really not about the external money, it's really about what you create from within. Now, Jennifer Morilla, she shared how she applied to TEDx speaking about 150 times before she actually got the opportunity to speak and just kept going regardless of how long it took to happen because she knew it would happen. Sloan the Beast was such a powerful speaker. She was so confident and bold in how she was talking, the things she was saying. It was just very eye-opening. She talked about how you can build and burn as much as you want because you're the person in control, not the external factors. And if you're in fully alignment with what you're doing, the money's gonna come. Why would it not? And also just owning things. She mentioned that she would go walk into a house and told herself she's already living in it. Not caring about external factors of when it's going to happen or what other people think or if other people even want that home. She knew it was hers already. So just owning it and just being clear and confident. I also was in tears so many times throughout the 2 days while listening to the speakers and the exercises we were doing. Everyone was so real and down to earth. Even at the mixer with all the speakers, everyone was just having a good time, hanging out, talking. None of them thought they were like better than the people attending. They were all down to earth, very chill and laid back, and everyone was just sharing their experiences, their wins, their challenges. It felt like they were just like us, and they are. A moment I will never forget is when John shut down all the lights in the room, shut down the projectors and everything, and the room just went dark and silent. He talked about how we should never let anyone dim our lights, and everyone just turned on their camera lights, and it just became such a powerful emotional moment. I have never felt that energy in a conference or any networking event I've been to. And this is where things get crazy. I went to this event to learn, to connect, and to grow. But what I didn't expect, to walk away as one of the speakers for the next event in New York this August. I get to be on stage speaking to a room full of high level women about money, mindset, and stepping into your wealthy era as a woman. Now, let's rewind real quick. The girl who used to hide behind a desk, scared to post online, scared to share her voice, the girl who used to think she had to fit it into the corporate accounting world. The girl who never thought speaking would be a part of her journey. Now I'm stepping into my power, owning my story, and helping other women do the same. And this is why putting yourself in the right rooms matters. Because one decision, one investment can change everything. Now, imagine if I had let fear stop me. Imagine if I said, oh, I'm not ready yet. Maybe next year. It's tax season. I can't do this. I would have missed out on this huge opportunity. And this is why I always say get in the room before you feel ready, move before you have all the answers, trust yourself to figure it out, take messy action because playing small, that's never the right move. So, why am I sharing this with you? Because I know some of you are waiting to feel ready, waiting for the right time, waiting until you have all the answers. Stop waiting. The women who are making moves aren't smarter than you, they're not better than you. They just decided to move. So, if you've been sitting on an idea, hesitating to invest in yourself, scared to put yourself in rooms where you feel out of place, let this be your sign to just do it. Your next level is waiting for you, but you have to move first. Here's what I want you to do next. If this resonated with you, send me a DM on Instagram and tell me what move you're making next. If you've been scared to invest in yourself, put yourself in the right rooms, or take actions, take me and let's talk about it. And if you want to be in the room in New York, come through. Let's make it happen because you need to be in that room. I highly encourage every woman that wants to make moves, hit 6 to 7 figures, you need to be in the rich girl cult room. I've been to a lot of events, networking communities, but there's been nothing like this. I felt like I fully belonged. It didn't feel like I was meeting the women for the first time. Everyone just instantly connected with me, and I connected with them. And it was such a great experience. I can't wait until August. Your next level is closer than you think. Let's go. And I'll see you in the next episode of Our Wealthy Mindset. If this episode resonated with you, please share it with a friend who also needs to hear this. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe so you never miss an episode.